Good morning, Slicey Dicers. This is Brian with another morning pocket dump for you. I apologize I have not done one of these in a few days, but that's because I've been carrying the same stuff for a few days. But then I realized last night, that's probably a reason to actually do this. This is stuff that is stuck in my pocket since Monday. I'm recording this entirely too early on Thursday morning. That's a lot for me. I work at home. I'm surrounded by all of my gear all the time, so I switch stuff in and out a lot. And this stuff has just stayed. And that's pretty impressive. One exception, this I didn't get till Tuesday, but wallets, I don't change that often anyway. That's why you don't see them very often on these morning pocket dump things, because I usually set one up, leave it for a couple months, and then I'll switch around. But it's usually a month or two that I stay with the same wallet. But we are going to go in reverse order today and start with the knife, because I want to talk a lot about the watch, and I know some of you guys aren't into the watch stuff on here. A few of you have very vocally made that clear in the comments, but I think a lot of you do like the watch stuff, so we're going to talk a lot about the Seiko Alpinist at the end, because I've really wanted one for a really long time, and now I have one, and I'm quite excited. So starting out with the knife, this is the Spartan Bladeworks Harsey 3.25. It is the smaller one, the new one they just came out with this year. $395 and well worth it. I know that is not inexpensive, but I've doing a lot of inexpensive pocket dumps lately, so today we're going to be a bit higher end. Not too crazy, but a little bit. Titanium S45 VN. They've transitioned to S45 VN at Spartan now, so everything you get now is going to be S45. It is just, it is not just, I shouldn't say. It's a smaller version of the Spartan Harsey, but Spartan Harsey folder, but it's shrunk in all the right ways. The blade stock's thinner, all that stuff. The ergos are improved to fit this. It's not just put on a copy machine at 90%. I will link down to, I've already done a video about this. I'll link to that down below. But excellent knife. It's just tough as nails, and it's just the right size. And yeah, it went in my pocket Monday morning, and I've been really busy this week working on some future deals negotiating some things that will come to fruition next year that you guys will all see. But it's going to be huge for the channel, so I'm excited about that, but it's taking up a lot of my time. And also just trying to get tires on my damn truck. I'm trying to get winter tires on it, and nobody has them, and it's just ridiculous. I had to give up and just get beefy all seasons, and hopefully I don't wind up in a ditch. I couldn't find tires for it anywhere. It was ridiculous. Ordered a set, order got canceled because I'm not going to get them until February. Whole thing. I don't even want to get into it. Sorry to vent, but yeah, love Spartan, great company. And before you guys spam me in the comments, yes, I do know, because a couple of you Instagram me, Spartan is coming out with a budget line. So they're going to have some that I think it's called the bronze line or something like that. They're made overseas, XHP steel, G10 or carbon fiber handles. There's a less George design and one that looks very much like this, but a little bit smaller, Harsey design. Just a tiny, in very small amounts. This is a 3.25, I think. The Talos, that's one's called. I can't remember the name of the other one, though, the Les George. I think it's 3.125 or something like that. So just a little bit shorter. But I'm getting both of them. So you will see reviews on those. And I will definitely do an unboxing of those as soon as they arrive. But XHP steel for 110 for the Talos. The Les George one's 145. Be able to get you into, introduce you to Spartan, for a very reasonable price. So, and yeah, they're made overseas, but I know the guys at Spartan. There's no way. I'm sure whatever OEM they chose is a very reputable, good, decent place, because they would not tolerate anything else. Next up, the pen. This is definitely my most carried pen all the time, so it's unsurprising that it was in here. This is the Tactile Turn Mini bolt action. This one happens to have the Timascus button on it, so it was a bit more, but I bought it used, so I got a good deal on it. But they are usually about $100. Well worth it. This is just the coolest freaking pen. The action on it is just so much fun to fiddle with. It writes well. The thickness is perfect for my fairly long fingers. The tactileness of the turning from the Tactile Turn grips it very well without it being like uncomfortable. Definitely my favorite EDC pen by a country mile. Why do they always say country mile? I don't know what that means. Is that, I guess it's farther? I always thought city miles seem farther. Like, I live in a city, and if I have to go a mile away, like in my car or whatever, like that takes a minute. If I'm driving on a country road and I gotta go a mile, it takes a minute. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm just rambling all over the place this morning. Night Heron leather wallet. $50 for one of these. This is the American, and I'm one of those. So yeah, so yeah, I actually ordered something else from Night Heron, and he threw one of these in because I've done some work with him in the past, and he was very thankful for that. So I'm thankful for him for this. It's kind of a Christmas present, I guess. This is what I think they call the Nemesis leather, and it's pretty nice. I do have to say, they usually do just like normal thin top loader ones, and but this is with a flap and stuff, which I like better. I just carry this in my front pocket. I'm definitely a front pocket wallet guy. I do not like anything in my back pockets at all. I will say I've got like, what, 6 cards in here, something like that. And it's pretty close to maxed out, which is fine. Normally I don't even carry this many cards, but it's holiday season again. The tire thing. I'm getting my tires put on today. This is all about my tires. I'm getting my tires put on today, but I have to have 2 cards because the money's in 2 places and blah, blah. But anyway, so this has more cards than usual, and it does fit them. But if I have one niggle with it, it's just that it's a bit fiddly to get closed. It's not that bad, but not compared to like an open sea leather or something like that. It's a lot easier to one hand, kind of close than this is. But it really soft leather, very comfortable in the pocket. I love the way it looks, and it's just going to keep looking better. I'm excited to see how dark it gets. I'm sure it's going to wind up a very, very, very dark brown, which is completely fine with me. And again, only $50, handmade in America. I'll link to them down below. I'm just going to link to the general wallets page. I'm not going to link directly to this specific one. Lastly, the watch. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, it became kind of a joke for a while. I really want an Omega Speedmaster. That is my grail watch. Like I've wanted one since I knew what watches were, really, since like my 20s. And I've just always really wanted them because Bond watches, all that stuff. I want an Aquaterra or a Planet Ocean, but I don't know when I'm going to be able to afford one of those. I do have one coming on a long-term loan, and we'll see if I can maybe afford to buy it before he wants it back, but I'm not counting on it. But this watch has always been my obtainable grail. And don't we all have that? Like you have the one knife that you really want, but you're never going to be able to afford, but then you have a second one that's still a grail, but you think, wow, I might be able to get that one. And you chase it for a year or two and you get it. That's what this is for me. This is the Seiko Alpinist, the 2020 version. It's the SPB 117 with the black dial. The Alpinist that everyone knows and loves is the previous version with the green dial. They didn't change that in 2020. You can still get the green dial. It's a beautiful green. It's a very nice kind of forest, greeny, sunbursty thing. And it looks very nice, but I'm not a fan of green. That one looks really good. But since I don't like green, I don't own any green clothing. So it doesn't go with anything. I know it's being really vain and stupid, but I want it to match at least some of the time. So I wanted a black dial one. They go for about $750. They are not inexpensive. Previous Alpinist was like $400 or $500. Now Seiko being Seiko changed everything, and now it's much more expensive. There are some improvements. You have sapphire glass front and back. You have the Cyclops on the date, which some people don't like, but I really like it because I have to wear reading glasses so I can see it without putting my glasses on. So I love that. I think that was a huge improvement to it. And now it has a 70-hour power reserve, which is just silly. Like, that's just a lot. Still 200 meter. But this is not a dive watch. This is an adventurer watch. It has a compass on the outside of it. That's what this extra thing is for. You can see it rotating there. And I actually know how to use this, which is cool. I had to watch a video, but I have one of my other beloved watches, another Seiko, Flightmaster. I love my Seiko Flightmaster. It's a beautiful watch. I wear it all the time. My dad had one. They're under $200 if you shop around, and they're just great freaking watches. But I don't know how to use that. It's got a slide rule thing on the outside. I don't know how to use that anymore. So this is a watch with a cool, interesting complication that I actually know how to use. You can watch videos on it, but it's super easy. It doesn't like rotate and point it north magnetically or anything like that. It just, because you don't want a magnet in a watch, that would be a very bad idea. I guess the magnet wouldn't be in the watch, it'd be in the planet. But anyway, it wouldn't work. So this is when you have to kind of stop and check, but it's super easy to do. Yeah, I'm not going to get into all here. You can find videos down below. Just look for, just search for, I think I searched for Compass Seiko Alpinist and came up with 3 or 4 tutorial videos on how to use it. And I did check it and it works. Am I ever going to actually use it? Nope. Almost certainly not. But I checked against the compass on my phone and it was accurate. Yeah, I'm never going to use it, but at least I know how to. and it's here. And it's just a beautiful watch. I just like it. So I'm very, very happy to have it. It's exceeded all my expectations. $750. I did not pay that for it. I got this used from Papa Nick. He always says, Nick Shabazz always says, don't get into watches, but he's certainly willing to sell them to me for really good prices. So I have nowhere near $750 in it. Yeah, beautiful watch. I really love it, and I'm so happy to have it. And it definitely has exceeded every one of my expectations. It just looks so much better in video than it does in pictures. I'm in love. I love this thing. It is absolutely fantastic. So, and I like that it came with a, Nick actually wears his stuff, so it came with a few little scuffs on the bracelet, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. It's by no means scuffed up, but it's clearly been worn, so I don't have to worry about that. Oh, I love this thing. Great, great watch. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And see, I went on for a long time about the watch, but I put it at the end. So I hope that keeps everybody happy. If you are a fan of me doing that, starting with the knife and going down, let me know, and I will change the format. I'm perfectly willing to do that. I usually put the knife at the last to make you guys watch these, but they're not normally this long, so it doesn't really matter. Watch time is about the same anyway. So hope you guys have enjoyed this. I've been Brian. Have a good one.